Okay, we're back in PowerPoint again today, and we're going to have tabs on different slides. So I'm going to show you the finished product first, and then I'm going to show you how to create it. So in this, I'm going to go to slideshow, and I'm going to do presenter view so I can still record this. And up here will be the example slide. So I have different tabs along the side, and the one that I am on is highlighted. So it says science, and that's purple. The others are blue. Notice I have a picture, I have a sentence, and a few bullet points. So this is what we're learning about in science class. So I click on religion, and religion highlights. Science goes back to blue. I have a picture, a sentence, a few bullet points. Social studies. Picture, sentence, bullet points. Art, picture, sentence, bullet points. So this is it. And then if I click, whoops, because I'm in presenter view, that exited out. But we're going to make it so that doesn't happen. Okay, so how are we going to do this first? So we're going to X out. Well, we're going to minimize in case I have to refer back. This is your rubric. This is what I'm going to grade you on. You have to have at least 4 tabs created on each slide. So we're going to create a new one, and let's make it a little bit fancy schmancy and pick a theme here. Let's see. I think I had this theme. You can pick any theme you want. Don't spend a whole lot of time on it. It's pretty inconsequential what you choose. I'm going to delete those. And the first thing I'm going to do is make my tabs. So I'm going to use a shape and make a rectangle. And make it about 1/4 of the page approximately. And I'm going to make it a different color. I 2-finger click, go to Format Shape, and we're going to make it a little bit darker than the blue in the background. And a line, yeah, we can keep that line the same. So I'm going to type math on this one, and you know what, we're going to make this fancy schmancy. When I click on this, you notice I get this green circle on top, right? So after I've typed in math, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, and I'm going to reshape this guy. So it's about the same shape as the original, but math is written sideways. Ooh, fancy. I'm going to click on it and duplicate, which is Command D. Line this up, and we're going to say science. And duplicate, and it looks like I'm going to have to start over because these are too big. I'm not going to fit 4 of them on there, so we'll delete those. Go back to here, shrink her down a little bit, and Command D to duplicate. And math becomes science. Just click and type right over top of it. Duplicate, and do you see what I see? Ooh, playground updates. Thanks, Kelsey Schnoor. Math, science, we're going to make the next one reading. And last one, hopefully this fits just perfectly here. And religion. Okay, so I have 4 tabs, and I haven't started duplicating the slide yet. So I would put in picture here. I could do that by going into the internet, go into Safari or Google Chrome, and I'm going to do a search for math and images. And this looks like a wonderful math. I save it. There's a couple ways to do it. Easiest foolproof way is to 2-finger click, go to Save Image As. Take note of where you save it to. I'm just going to save it to the desktop for now because I'm going to delete it as soon as I'm done. Hit Save, Minimize, and then I'm going to pull some of the many files I have open right now off to the side. And up here I'm going to click in the dead area right up here to move it aside. I'm going to drag in math. And since it has a white background, I think it'll look more professional maybe if it's up here. That way you can't tell that it's an inserted picture, and it looks more like it's created just for this slide. In math, we are learning about semicolon. And I'm going to blow this up. If I'm in the Home tab right here, I have my font, and this is all font editing. I'm going to blow it up a bit, In math, we are learning about, and then I'm going to duplicate. I'm not sure if it'll let me duplicate this. Copy, Command C, Command V. And I don't know what we're learning about. Division, multiplication, adding, subtracting. And then I'm going to highlight all of these and hit the bullet point. The bullet point is right here, bulleted list. And I'm done with math, almost. The other thing that I needed was I wanted math highlighted. So I'm going to click on the math tab, two-finger click, format shape. And we're going to make this like the inverse color or the complementary color. No, I'm not going to do that. Complementary would be like a yellow. I don't like that. We'll make it, oh, that's my line color. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back to what, all right, we're going to cancel and we're going to do it again. I messed that up. Format shape. Instead of line, we're going to go to fill and make it purple. Okay. And I think that's it for that slide. We're going to go back and look at the rubric. The rubric is what I grade you by. That will determine how good a grade you're going to get. 4 tabs are created on that slide. That looks good. All tabs appear to be the same on each slide with the tab of the slide being viewed highlighted. Okay, so math is being viewed and that's highlighted. Good. Each tab links to the corresponding slide. We haven't done any links yet. We'll get to that. Each slide has at least one picture. It's got a picture, a sentence, and bullet points. All right, so far I'm rocking. All right, so we're going to duplicate the slide. I do that by clicking on here and hitting Command D. And science is next. So here's what I'm going to do. No, we're going to keep that. We're going to two-finger click, format shape, and we're going to make this one purple. Okay, all right. Same thing for math, two-finger click, format shape, and we're going to make it, make it whatever other color we had before. I think it was this one. It was not that one. Blast. Because we want it to match. Good. Alright, so we're going to delete math. And I'm going to Command C, Command V, copy reading, and we're going to stick reading up in math. And we'll just change reading to math. Okay, so now I have a math slide and a science slide. So, fastest way to do this, let's see. We're going to two-finger click on this science. I'm back up on the top slide here. I'm going to two-finger click on the Science tab, and I'm going to go to Action Settings, and when I mouse click, I want it to link to Slide 2, which is Science. And then when I click the Math slide, I'm going to two-finger click, Format Shape, oops, not Format Shape, two-finger click, Action Settings, Hyperlink 2, and it's actually the first slide. So it's linking to itself, so that one's not going to move. And we'll go ahead and do all of the links here. So I duplicated, so I now have 4 slides, and this is going to seem confusing for a second. But I'm going to delete all of these on slide 3. I'm going to delete all of these on slide 4, because I don't want to do the work more than once. On my first slide, when I go to Action Settings, it links to slide 2. When I go to the third tab, I go to Action Settings, it's going to link to slide 3. Okay. When I go to the fourth tab down, Action Settings, I want it to hyperlink to slide 4. Okay, so all of these now have links in them. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to delete these. So I don't have tabs in any of these, and that's a problem, but I have all of the tabs set and linked here. So I'm going to highlight all of them by clicking on the bottom, dragging to the top, Command C, slide 2, Command V, slide 3, Command V, slide 4, Command V. Now we have all of my links set. That's great. So math is going to become science here, and in science, we're learning about bugs, the life cycle, air, and and insects. Okay, so that's going to be science. And we're going to change this to, gosh, hopefully I can find the right color. Format shape. And you know what? I can't find the right shape, so I'm going to show you a trick. I think it's, oh, there's the color. Not shape, color. Color, wow. Okay, and we're going to highlight science then, format shape, get my color, science is set. Change the math, change my color, and this is going to be my reading slide, format shape, oop, missed, cancel, format shape, purple, last slide, format shape, there we go, and this is going to be my religion slide. Perfect. Okay. In religion, we are learning about Jesus, the gospel, Jesus, the law, and Jesus. In reading, we are learning about punctuation. Run on sentences. That's misspelled, so what am I going to do? Two-finger click and tell it how to spell it right. Now I don't have to go back and diagnose what my fingers did wrong. Punctuation, run on sentences, theme, and genre. Okay, looks like I'm almost done here. All I have to do is find some pictures, so I'm going to go back in, find a picture quick for science. That looks nice. I like that. Save image as. I'm going to save it to the desktop. Perfect. Reading. And two-finger click. Save image as. And religion. Could get some interesting things for that. Let's try this instead. Let's go Jesus. Jesus clip art. Lovely. No, I like this one better. Nope, that one's copyrighted. Two-finger click, save image as. Safari, we are done with you. Safari, we are done with you. Try again. Okay, so all my pictures are saved to my desktop. I am on slide science. My goodness, that's a mess. That's because I don't delete things afterwards. Okay, we're going to drag in science, shrink her down so the white part's inside of there. It looks nice and professional. In reading, drag it over the side, drag in reading. And shrink it up, shrink it up. And lastly, in religion, we'll learn about Jesus. What do you know? All about Jesus every day. Okay, that one actually has no background, so that one, if it overlaps the other colors, it's not as big a deal. It's still going to look nice. Okay, so I believe that's the end of the project. We're gonna tab through in presenter view so you can watch as I go. In math, I have a picture. I have a sentence, or part of a sentence, with bullet points, and math is highlighted. Science, got a picture, sentence, bullets, picture, sentence, bullets. And in each one, it highlights as it goes along. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to slideshow, setup show, and I'm going to browse this as a kiosk. And what that does is it makes it so I can't click to advance the slide unless I click on a button. I click on a button and I'm good. And again, I have links on every single page. So this is a different page, and yet it works to go to math. So these are 4 new buttons that I just copied from the first slide. So if you want to see if it works, go from math to science, back to math, to reading, math, religion. So I went to the math slide and I tested all 4 links. So I go to the science slide. I already tested the math, that works. Science to reading works. Science to religion works. Then go to reading. Reading to science works. Reading to math works. Reading to religion works. Religion to reading works. Religion to science works. Religion to math works. Excellent. Okay, so last check. Got to make sure I'm getting 100%. At least 4 tabs created on each slide. Yes. Tabs appear on each slide with tab of the slide view being highlighted. Yes, in purple. Each tab links to a corresponding slide. Yes. Each tab has 1 picture. Each tab has a sentence and bullet points. I should get 100% on this assignment. Go ahead and hand her in.